7 reasons why Canada is the best country in the world. Canadian dollar crash concept, one economy. There is unlimited opportunity and potential to be found in Canada's fast-growing and industrialized economy. As one of the richest countries, Canada also offers the highest standard of living while decreasing taxes and strengthening their economy with a 2.3% inflation rate. Canadians also get to keep an increasing amount of their income each year, with the average annual income being around $40,000. The economy continues to improve with the lowest unemployment rate since 1976, 6.8%, and hundreds of thousands of new jobs created annually. Aside from the economic facts and statistics, the currency in Canada is truly awesome. They use colorful paper money, $1 coins loonies and $2 coins toonies. To health, Canadians consider health care to be a fundamental right. This is why free health care is such an important part of what makes Canada awesome. While the process may be slower, the quality of health care is among the highest in the world, and everyone has access to the medical treatment that they need. The cost of recovery is never a concern, no matter what health challenges you face. The access to social assistance programs and affordable housing also contribute to the overall well-being and health of the nation that takes care of its people. Aside from free health care, there is a social health consciousness that can be seen in traditions like the Wednesday yoga class on the lawn of the nation's capital. Every Wednesday in the summertime, yoga enthusiasts can join in on this one-hour yoga class tradition that has included as many as 2,500 people at one time and averages 1,000 participants per class. 3. Education. Canada spends more money on the education of their citizens than any other nation. Primary and secondary education are free along with post-secondary studies. Canadian colleges and universities are known for the superb reputations throughout the world. Canada is also the most educated country in the world with the highest proportion of college graduates at 51%. Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development report on global education. For culture, Canada is a truly multicultural country with a rich ethnic diversity. And we're proud of it. Multiculturalism was even adopted in Canada as a national policy. For example, Canada recognized dual citizenship. It supports media such as newspapers, etc., in several languages: Portuguese, Italian, Arabic, Chinese. It encourages minorities' representation in the workforce and in education, and it offers support and help for newcomers in Canada, translation services, immigration advices, etc.
When it comes to whales, one of the most popular attractions is the springtime migration of around 20,000 gray whales which swim towards the western coast of Vancouver Island to get to the Bering Sea. Here they feed during the summer. The round trip of the gray whales is 16,000 to 22,500 kilometers, and they can be seen from shore or from tour boats. There is even an annual Pacific Rim Whale Festival celebrated in the middle of March by Tofino Ucluelet and Pacific Rim National Park Reserve. Then you have the orca killer whales, who are fearsome and easily recognizable predators of belugas, seals, and other whales. These animals are fast, moving up to 40 kilometers per hour with their aerodynamic bodies and black and white coloring being instantly recognized by anyone along the inside passage to Alaska or Vancouver Island. If you happen to find yourself in Ontario, visiting Cochrane will give you the chance to get as close as you can to swimming with real polar bears. There is a small wading pool which is right next to the polar bear pool, and visitors get their pictures taken with 740-pound polar bears, with a strong and thick plexiglass separating each person from the danger of powerful bear. 6AO105365B48970CO1 Food. Some of our favorite foods come from Canada, like Hawaiian pizza that, as it turns out, isn't from Hawaii at all. With pineapple, ham, and even mushrooms sometimes. This pizza was created by Canadian pizzeria owner and Sam Panopoulos off Chatham, Ontario in 1962. Then, you've got Tim Hortons, which has expanded into the United States and offers some of the best coffee and maple dip donuts in the world. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button, share, and subscribe.
Canadian_Highlands_scenery, 5 Scenery. Canada is famous for the gorgeous scenery and uninhabited land. The views of the untouched and natural environment are breathtaking and composed of beautiful lakes and rivers. There are 3 oceans, mountains, plains, and some of the most attractive cities in the world, like Toronto. Then there is the view of the Aurora Borealis Northern Lights from sites like Yellowknife, where the nights are clear, the landscape is flat, and the northern lights are perfectly visible. You can also view the beauty of giant icebergs from shore or on a tour boat. Iceberg Alley is a famous location where icebergs from western Greenland glaciers float down an amazing path. Then there's one of the most dynamic bays in the world where people can walk or paddle through an area where more than 100 billion tons of water flows in and out each day. Fundy Bay stretches from Nova Scotia to New Brunswick, and the powerful tides expose fossils and sometimes rise over 50 feet. There are some places, like Hopewell Rocks and B, where one can kayak in an area that will be dry ocean floor by the end of the day. Canada is filled with famous attractions and awe-inspiring scenery that combine to make this country one of the most awesome places to live or visit in the world. There are small towns like Balm Beach, Deep River, Niagara-on-the-Lake, and Rapides-des-Jouarquins. There are large famous cities like Montreal, Toronto, and Vancouver. There are attractions like the Thousand Islands and Niagara Falls. And of course, there are the Northern Lights and ice, beautiful bays, mountain skylines, and enormous icebergs. When it comes to scenery, Canada is hard to beat. 6. Wildlife. Wildlife is a major part of the identity of Canada. When a wildlife enthusiast leaves the cities, they will find polar bears, moose, whales, 460 species of birds, and much more. The greatest diversity of birds can be found in Ontario and British Columbia, and the common loon is Canada's national bird.